Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Kansas City Chiefs.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Jim. Switch.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. On play action, Haskins. Buying time to his left. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. A gain of 22. He's trying to parlay that great performance player of the week in week 2 into a great performance in week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake, here's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Defense went 3-4. They got inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Boston Scott, his first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Play action, Haskins. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
It's taken to the 26. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Washington football team.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
26 Mike. All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much much of it is the gloves.
Those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let's go.
From the 25 on second down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Haskins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. They go play action with Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 42.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
57 colors. 57 colors.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Attack, attack!
Protect you. General, wax, undercount.
15!
No.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
180! 15!
Come get it.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Check back 45. Check back
47-yard line.
On 2nd and 2, Mahomes flushed out right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short, only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got Evans. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
43, 15.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Eye down these two. 180. From there.
Down to lose one.
Switch. 57.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ricky. Hey, check back 45. Check back.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And Butker able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that's complete to McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's go. Chopper.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st. On 1st down, Mahomes. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Mahomes. And Diggs has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. The point after is good. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Fourth down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
I'm going back to you.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the 22, Mahomes. Now the ball comes loose. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run with McCaffrey. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Ricky Seals-Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Point after, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've sort of lost. They recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins is going to fire. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., 89 yards. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go, Lou, easy. Flipping, yellow.
Check 26, check 26.
Mahomes now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
You ain't doing nothing today.
On first down, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To try again after the sack. Haskins, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Haskins. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Haskins will throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Interception, baby. All day. All day.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57 colors, 57 colors. Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
15.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Inside.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Kansas City, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.